Convicted of involuntary manslaughter for a wrong-way deadly crash, learned this afternoon she'll spend 5 years in prison. Kelly Smith was convicted in December after a week-long jury trial and hours of deliberation. A main point of the argument, though, was whether or not she was given the date rape drug and rape before the crash. ABC 17's Dana Clemens covered the entire trial and was at today's sentencing. Dana, there was a motion for a new trial before she was sentenced this morning.
Joey, there was. Kelly Smith's lawyer said she should have gotten a new trial for several reasons. They argued that the problem started before the trial even began, when they weren't allowed to bring up the topic of the date rape drug or the rape while they were picking jury members. And they said there was also more evidence of the rape that needed to be seen. But the state prosecutors argued that new evidence was inadmissible since the trial was over and the jury had made their decision. So the judge sided with the prosecutors and denied the motion. Then sentencing began with a victim impact statement from Thomas Sullivan's wife. She cried as she talked about how her sons were only 4 and 7 years old when he was hit and killed, and now they'll grow up without him. She said she's now on antidepressants and she fears the day when she has to tell her sons what really happened. Then Kelly Smith herself spoke, asking the judge to consider her a candidate for probation, saying she feels so remorseful and how she struggles with the fact that she doesn't remember what happened, but says she still learned from it. Her lawyers gave the judge several character letters explaining why Kelly should get probation rather than the 5 years that the jury recommended. So the judge took a break to read them, then came back and explained that this was one of the most difficult cases he's ever had to work on. But he thinks that the jury made the right decision for a reason and sentenced her to 5 years. It's a decision her family feels like doesn't answer what happened that night.
I was very disappointed. I've always had, with the absolutely no evidence, have always had in the back of my mind that this is all about truth and facts and honesty, and it's clearly not. We're never going to know.
Thomas Sullivan's family declined to go on camera, but the prosecutor released a statement saying, quote, "I'm thankful to the jurors for their dedication to fully reviewing the evidence in this matter. I feel that the jury made the correct decision with regard to both guilt and sentencing."
Thank you, Dana. Smith's attorney has already filed an appeal on the conviction and the sentence.